Over the past 5 years, every single decision we have taken has been to fertilize prosperity for today and to sow the seeds of progress for our nation 10 years from now. Every budget we delivered, every investment we attracted, every infrastructural project we approved, and those we re-engineered are meant for our children, our future, our St. Lucia. The United Workers' Party. Let's keep working.
Welcome to Building Bridges, Conversations on Social Development, where we explore the power of connection, collaboration, and community in shaping a more inclusive and prosperous world. Join us as we delve into the key issues, innovative solutions, and inspiring stories that drive positive change and empower individuals and communities to thrive. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, uniting hearts and minds for a brighter future for all. Let's get to work with Garfield Oliver of Caribbean American News Media.
Caribbean American Media, welcome to our live stream with Garfield Oliver. Let's get to work.
All right, greetings, my people. Greetings to all. Welcome to Caribbean American News Media Platform. We are live on the air, and we're happy to be here with you. It is another Monday. It is the 24th of June, 2024, and we say greetings and welcome to Caribbean American News Media. Folks, this is where it goes down, and so we want to invite you to share the platform as much as you can. We are broadcasting from our secret studios somewhere in the world, and so we are happy to be with you on this another beautiful eventful evening, folks. And so again, we want to greet all. We welcome our YouTube viewers and also those who are viewing us through the different platforms, social media. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We have a lot to discuss tonight, folks. First of all, we have a farmer from the Dennery Valley area that will be with us tonight as we discuss labor pains and the farmers. We will look at some of the plights of our farmers, their concerns, and what they're feeling on the ground. This is not what government is saying to us. This is not what, he say, she say. This is a farmer who supported the St. Lucia Labour Party, and he is now experiencing the labor pain, all right? And so we sympathize with him, and so we're going to stand in solidarity with that farmer tonight. And there are many other farmers, folks out there who are going through a very tough time, and they're hearing a lot of giveaways, but they're not receiving anything at all. Some are being victimized, and so tonight we're going to look into that. I went to a function in Brooklyn yesterday at the St. Lucia House, and I met a number of beautiful individuals there. I spent, a matter of fact, most of my time speaking to an SLP supporter, one who would close her business, and she would travel to St. Lucia in order to vote for the SLP. And based on what we're hearing on the ground, friends, there is a shift in the mindset of individuals. There are a lot more people who are independent voters now than ever before. There are a lot of people who are in the center. They were once Labour. They are in the center. There are those who in the last elections did not go out to vote. They were UWP. They are not in the center. They have taken their stand with the United Workers' Party. And so they're a group of United Workers' Party, former United Workers' Party supporters who are standing, and they're taking their blows. They are biting their lips. They are taking, the punches in their stomach, but they are sitting it out with the Labour Party. And some of them have gone in the center. Some have just fallen off of the voting map. And we should be able to work towards getting them back on track. But I had a beautiful time with the St. Lucians there in Brooklyn. They were very respectful. They were very kind. And I heard a lot of political discussion at that event. While I was leaving, I heard a group in the corner discussing politics. While I was speaking, I heard a guy with his cell phone listening to the opposition leader's presentation address to the nation last night. But people are engaged, and I am happy that I went to that session, and I look forward in meeting even more St. Lucians in the diaspora as we get into another year of preparation. I look forward in meeting many, many more, and in listening to those St. Lucians who love their country. Some of them are not United Workers' Party supporters, but they love their country, and they are showing concern. And that's why I always say to you, St. Lucians, especially United Workers' Party supporters, you don't curse people off because they don't support your party. You don't curse people off because they're not loving Mr. Chastney, or they're not into the policy of the United Workers' Party. That's not how politics should be. When people say to me politics is nasty, I say no, politics is not nasty. There are individuals in the politics or on the political field who have no conscience, they are dirty, they are nasty, and they have no brought up no manners. And there's nothing in them that say to them, look, people have their rights, so let people be. You don't need to curse everybody off because they say they don't like Chastney, or they don't like Guy, or they don't like this one. The first thing the person told me is that, Guy is the reason why we lose, and Guy, I don't like Guy, and blah, 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 blah. And then the person asked me, if the elections is called tomorrow, is the United Workers' Party ready? And I said, of course, why not? Would we be just talking all night and just blabbing our mouths and having town hall meetings and not make preparation for such? And the person said, yeah. I said, yes, 100% ready, 100% ready. Call it tonight, call the shots tonight, and then you will see. But that was just my time yesterday. It was a beautiful session, and also I had the privilege of being with the United Workers' Party caucus in New York, and that was another beautiful and friendly session. And so I feel good about where we are at this point in our discourse. There are one or two the Mapui, one or two stations, and maybe one or two bloggers out there being nasty, and they're just into Roro. They're not into policies or the development of the country. It's very clear that it's all about Roro, about calling people names, about women, about their feet, about their hands, about their weight, and that has nothing to do with the issues that are impacting our farmers or mothers or our young people. It has absolutely nothing to do. And that's why Caribbean American News is committed to keeping it clean, and while we are speaking on these social issues, we are also keeping the faith. Keeping the faith. That is number one to me, of course, my faith. And I always say to people that my faith will see me through. Whatever I do must be guided by my faith. And I am not perfect. I am not a saint, as I would say. There are times when we will err, we will make mistakes, but as Christians, as human beings, we are able to correct it. We're able to apologize. We're able to move forward and continue on our mission. We must be focused on our mission. Anyone who does not have a mission, they're just like a ship without a sail. They come, they have a life, and they're all over the place. And tomorrow they're on one side, today they're on the other side, next week they're on another side, and they're all over the place. That person does not understand what they're part of, what they're advocating for. It might not be a passion of theirs. It might not be in their bouillon or in their boudin. It might not be in their soul. And so they're just out there talking because others are talking. But Caribbean American News, we're here to make a difference, and we're going to maintain that that platform. We're going to keep it a family-friendly platform where young people would want to come and listen to us and not run because we're cursing each other and we are no example to anyone. So, folks, thank you for being here with us. I said all that to say thank you, and I hope that you are sharing the platform. Please share the live as much as you can. Share it on all your WhatsApp pages. Some of you are in some of the UWP pages, WhatsApp groups. Send it out. Share it. Share it everywhere. Be a part of the movement. Don't just log in to the platform and just watch me. You got to get involved. This is a massive town hall meeting that we have every Monday and Tuesday. This is a constant town hall meeting, and we are constantly speaking to the people, speaking on the issues that are affecting them. And so we are asking you, friends, even though you see SLP come under the live, if they're not disrupting, don't leave them alone. They have their rights to be here. Also, we want to speak to them. We are not speaking only to flabos. I can't preach to the choir. I'm not a good choir leader. I don't want to preach to the choir. I want to be a John the Baptist. winning people, encouraging people to come and listen to what we have to say, what we have to offer. That's how you win. That's how you win the hearts of people. You share compassion, you share your vision, you share your ideas, your policies, and they might buy into it if they feel it enough. But if we curse them and we always combative, then we're not winning anyone to anything. All right, so I want to welcome our SLP supporters who are viewing this platform outside. They're not coming in. They don't want to be seen because, they don't want trouble. They don't want people to call their names and to be, victimized by anyone. And so they stay out on the screen. And I understand that. It's okay. But those of you who want to come in, you are brave enough, please come, sit with us at our table and let's have a discussion. Let us just be respectful to all. If you don't agree, it is okay not to agree. I appreciate that. It is normal. It is human. It is okay. It is part of a civilized society. So come in, sit down, don't curse. You can disagree and everything else, but you are welcome also. And to the independents, you are welcome also. And that's the position we're going to take going forward. We're here to bring people together, to unite people, and not just to be cussing and making a host of useless noise that gets us nowhere, but in opposition for a very long time. And that's not what we want. We don't want to be in opposition for a very long time. Our agenda is to lead the country. My agenda is to see programs for our poor families. That's why I'm here, folks. Some of you might be asking, why are you in this? You're a preacher. Why you do? I'm here, folks, for one reason. And that is to ensure that our poor families get the relief that they need, that programs are put in place. I want to help shape the future of St. Lucia when it comes to the plight of the poor, those who fall through the crack. My agenda is to have a national soup kitchen in St. Lucia that will provide meals to every poor family, not only meals, but clothing and other, household stuff that they will need. I will lead that cause. I will collect all those fridges and stoves from overseas that people throw out and companies don't want. They want to get rid of it. It just have a dent, but families can use it. I am gathering all those things. I'm going to gather all those things, bring them together so that our poor families can use it. Some of these things are good, almost new. So my agenda is clear. For those of you who are confused, why are you in this? You're a preacher man. Listen to me. I am here because I understand the United Workers' Party. I was born into the United Workers' Party. We have been there with the United Workers' Party. I can work with the United Workers' Party. And I know where their heart is. And that is to help the people. This time is going to be different because you have a stronger voice, my family. You have a stronger voice in me. One that will speak out. One that will ensure that there is a national pantry system in St. Lucia. One that will speak up to ensure that you poor families do not have to worry about food, worry about where you're going to eat tomorrow, where your children are going to eat. No family in St. Lucia should be worried about food. None. And I maintain that, and that's why I'm here. So I'm going to move forward with the program. I just wanted you to know that, folks. I wanted you to know why I'm here, just in case you are confused. Don't be, okay? So let us get into the bouillon of the matter. We want to wish here at Caribbean American News Media Platform our General Secretary of the United Workers' Party, Janine Girodi McIntyre. We want to wish her a happy birthday. We hope that she had a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm sure that the United Workers' Party took care of you. I'm sure you got some balloons, some cakes, and some hooray, and happy birthday to you. I'm sure you got all those beautiful things. Miss Girodi, thank you so much for the work that you do on behalf of the people of St. Lucia. And so again, we wish you a happy a happy and a pleasant evening as you end your birthday celebration. That's it for Miss Jody. Let's go quickly over before we bring on our friend, our farmer friend. Folks, most of you would have heard of the K9 unit. Well, we want to introduce to you once again our family. K9 in motion. A unit with only one dog. He said, Lucia, we'll talk about that after our farmer, but we have a one dog army, a dog and a man, a dog and a trainer, a dog and a handler. That's what you called the best K9 unit in the world, and the prize go to the St. Lucia Labour Party for for this whatever you guys call it. You know, the prize goes out to you. I've never seen such a unit before, and I don't know, that dog maybe did some backs or some soup bouillon and some medication. You know, take the dog to Dennery. I'm sure they have bush doctors in Dennery that can give that dog a nice bath with some bush and give it some we met to drink. Yeah, man. That dog, look at it. If it walk 2 steps, that it's going to just lie down and sleep. But let's not trouble the people. K9 unit officer Tyson, welcome to your unit. I don't know what you call a unit, by the way. Unit, I'm not sure if a unit is one. I don't know. I don't know how you guys SLP people think, but if that's your unit, then congratulations. Congratulations. A wise male. Anyway, folks, let's go on. And I have some evidence to show you, St. Lucians, a little later on about the CIP program. And we found one of the brokers who is selling the passports. And we're going to show you what is happening there. We're going to take you right into that broker's site so that you can see in real time what is going on. All right? How your passports are being sold on the world market. So stay tuned to that. Again, we're going to be connecting with our guest over in St. Lucia, that is in Dennery, the Dennery Valley. So just bear with us. We're going to do that connection now. I see most of you are jumping over to our YouTube channel. You're getting to like YouTube, and you're abandoning our Facebook page. Boss lady, bossing over there. I haven't seen my friend Sylvie. Is Sylvie on? I hope she's okay and the family. I got to give her a call, all right? So we are going over to our friend there in St. Lucia, and I want you to be nice to our guest friends. We're here to win people, not to lose them, okay? You all can give him a little one-on-one thing, but don't jab him too hard. That's my friend, family friend. I've known them for a very, very long time. So right this time, we're going to make the connections and get him up on the platform. Please share the live, folks. Share the live as much as you can. Let's hope that we can make that connection. As soon as we get that call in, then we will. Yes, sir. Greetings to you. Okay. Hold a minute, folks.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm going to put you up now on the line, okay? You're not live yet. I'm going to put you up now. Okay. All right, folks. This is Caribbean American News Media Platform. With me tonight is Eric Celestin. And let me just say something about Eric that most of you would not know, you're not aware of. Eric, he is a farmer. He has been a farmer all his life. Eric is a good man who loves his country. He's a family man. Eric, by the way, he is a modeled father as far as I'm concerned. Eric's children are professionals, and I am so proud. Yesterday I was going through, I saw his son, who I did not know he was a cardiologist, and so the guy is a professional doctor. His daughters and his children are all, Eric did good taking care of his children, and he did it all by himself, farming. And I am proud of him, and therefore Eric has been a friend of mine. His family has been a friend of mine from the time I went to Dennery, and I will never forget them, and I would never be ungrateful to curse Eric out or break up my friendship with him because of politics. That will not happen, friends, and so I am happy that Eric is here with us. I have great respect for Eric and his family, especially his father, brother Edme Celestin, who's a very strong man, and he's a hard worker, passed on the same genes to Eric and all the others. Eric, welcome to the platform. Good to have you.
Thank you very much. Good night, Pastor Garfield.
Yes, sir. And Eric, I know that you are my go-to man now when it comes to farming, because I've listened to you before. And you, and by the way, you have your right to your political choice and who you want to vote for. I know you're not a hack like some people would think, and but I respect your choice of politics. And when things are not going right, you are one who will always stand up and say that, hey, this is not going right. This is not what it ought to be. We got to change the way we do things. And so, Eric, we found out that the government of St. Lucia distributed water tanks and also checks to the farmers in St. Lucia. What say you about that?
Well, I cannot say that the government did not distribute water tanks in St. Lucia.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, I am a farmer, and I have not received any water tank. Mm-hmm. And I'm asking anybody if they know where or how that I can obtain one. I'm asking them to please let me know so that I can obtain a water tank, because I need it. And sometimes when I think of that whole water tank thing, I see that it's just nonsense.
Yeah, why would you say that?
Now, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
Let me tell you something. Brother Garfield, I will tell you something.
Talk to me.
I am not one that is bent on supporting any particular political party.
Right.
My support to any political party is to call you out when you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And to praise you when you're doing what is right.
And that's okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will know that I am supporting the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, that I am a Labour Party supporter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
Everybody know that.
Yes.
I'm not going to hide it. This is who I support. But in that water tank thing, that's a nonsense.
Right.
That's nonsense. Because in the first place, you're giving water tanks to farmers. That's what you see.
Yeah.
I asked many farmers already, they receive water tanks? And I have not heard of one person who tell me, yes, I receive a water tank.
And Eric, that is
so
in
maybe
the
certain
valley.
parts of St. Lucia.
That's in Dennery area.
Right, that's in the valley, in the Dennery area.
Good. Mm-hmm.
So maybe certain parts of St. Lucia may have obtained water tanks, but in the area where I am, I do not know of anybody who has received a water tank. And I'm saying the other thing that I want to say about that water tank thing is that, yes, let's say yes, you give every farmer water tank. But how is that tank going to be filled with water? Where will that water be coming from?
Oh, that's interesting. From Wasco?
Where will the water be coming from to fill that tank? Yeah, let's say I have it on my farm here. Where will I get the water to fill the tank? Okay, and let's say there's a river. How will I get the water out of the river to go inside my tank, wherever it is? How will it happen?
Interesting.
You understand?
Yep.
So the first thing you have to do, the first thing you should do when you think of giving the water tank, you must make catchment areas for the farmers. Because right now, every river, the water just runs straight into the sea. Go on.
Right.
So there is no way that you can put a pump and to pull water out of the river. No catchment area. So you must have a catchment area first.
Right. So you're saying that in St. Lucia, in the farming areas, there are absolutely no catchment areas.
No catchment areas.
So Eric, that means that all our Minister of Agricultures have failed us then.
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Just bear with us, folks. We're reconnecting. Just bear with us. We are reconnecting. We should be up and running in the next 1 second. But yes, folks, we are speaking to Eric Celestin, a farmer in Dennery. He's going to be back on very shortly. Yes, a farmer in Dennery, and he's well known for his support back then of the St. Lucia Labour Party. It seems like our brother needs an antenna. All right. So just bear with us. I believe his phone was not charged. So as soon as it is charged up, we will be speaking to Brother Eric. Pre-share the live, folks. And I know many of you are saying, but this is the same Eric who was in full support of Sean Edwards and all these guys. And what happened now? Why happened now? But I want Eric to explain to you. He will explain to you. A lot have taken place between then and now. I heard an SLP told me, right? SLP told me in Brooklyn that when Mr. Shastner was in power, this is a stunt SLP, when Shastner was in power, she got more business than a matter of fact, she said that she's getting no business right now. Eric, you're on the air. Sorry about the disconnect. Yeah, that's okay. It's going to happen off and on, but we will reconnect.
I just gonna. Okay. So what happened? I'm saying is that
talk to me.
Since there is no water catchment area, oh gosh.
Don't worry, folks. Just bear with us, folks. Just bear with us. We're going to ensure that we have that reconnection. I really want to hear what Eric is saying. As I said to you, friends, I am here to gain and not to lose. All right? So I'm not going to not listen to what Eric is saying. There's a lot that he's going to say that I want to hear. And it's going to bring a lot of awareness, folks. It will show us where we're heading, where we're coming from, and where we're going. All right? Watch this space. So I was telling you, folks, based on my visit to Brooklyn on Sunday, I met this beautiful SLP supporter, and the SLP supporter said to me, when Mr. Shasta was in power, I got more business. Right now that my party is in power, this person is a committed supporter of the SLP. Now that their party is in power, they cut all her business. All her business was taken away from her. Remember this, under Mrs. Shastley, UWP, she was the main person. The main person getting business like crazy. And you had the same story over and over and over and over, my friends. So I would believe that the UWP, they're good for business, of course. Because if that's what we're hearing, that SLPs are happy when the UWPs are in power, and when the SLP is in power, they are sad because no ching-ching in their pocket, then I would say to the Flabbos, keep working. Keep working, Flabbos. I'm really trying to get this connection up because I believe there is something that we got to hear from Mr. Celestin when it comes to his representative there, Mr. Sean Edwards, in Denver. And that's why I say, folks, don't bend yourself out of shape because of politicians. I keep saying that to you. They will leave you high and dry. Philip Japet himself said to you, don't trust us. Here is a man who supports your party. Pull the farmers together to support your party. And now he's being victimized by you. You don't even want to see him. And he's no small-time farmer, you know. He's not a small-time farmer. Eric sent all his children to school. Spent most of his life on the farm. And what I will tell you, friends, and I keep saying it, we'll reconnect very soon with Eric, all right? We'll reconnect. He will be back. Something is going on with his connections. And a good thing we did not bring it through the main system. We brought it through one of the other lines. So it is better to manage, right? But let me continue with what I was saying to you, my St. Lucian people. You, when you are making decisions to elect representatives in your community, you got to be very careful. A lot of you voted against your own interests. Some of you followed the crowd. Even some of you farmers followed the crowd. There were farmers who should not have supported Sean Edwards in the valley. But somebody told them, yeah, we will give you some fertilizer, we'll give you this and we'll give you that, and half of them did not get anything. They didn't get anything. And you see all the ministers went down to Denry to give out checks to people. Big ceremony, just to give out checks. Big ceremonies, all government ministers. In other words, them fellas spend a whole set of money to give out money so that they can get some elections talking point. And none of the farmers realize that they're being played. That is a photo op. Why I have to stand in front of a camera If you are helping me, why do I have to stand in front of a camera as a farmer and smile whether I don't want to smile or not for you to give me a check? And by the way, I heard it was the fertilizers was being distributed in representative's office. In their offices across the country. So if you are labor, you get quick access. You might get 1 bag of fertilizer, 2 bags, well, it depends. Brethren, bananas have gone to the dogs under this administration. And it's not the first time. It's not the first time that we've seen the death of famine in St. Lucia, you know. Every time them fellas get into office, famine fini. Famine fini. Every time. Farmers are being used as political tools. And I said to the farmers, you wait until next year and a half, and you will see the amount of things that they come kissing you all on the farm, giving you all water boots, cutlass, gramoxone, all kind of story. You just wait and see how you will be used. And that's why I encourage you, the citizens, to think before you vote. Yes, sir. Eric is back with me. Eric, yes, you're on the air live. Sorry about that. Something keeps throwing you off. Might be the SLP internet in your district rep.
No. I don't want to go that political.
I know. Well, that was a joke, by the way. But yes, Eric, you were telling me. Yeah, we were talking about the water catchment.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you're giving water tanks, then you should have a water catchment because the tank don't make water.
Right.
Right? You should be able to have a place where you can get the water so you can store in your tank.
Right.
So if you give a tank and there is no water catchment, there is no water pump, there is no water lines, then it makes no sense.
Wow.
Because you cannot use that tank, you will just have it there. And you know what will happen? Most farmers will just sell it because they have no use for it.
Wow, so the main need for the farmers right now is water supply.
It's water supply.
Not the water storage at this time, like tanks.
Because what I'm thinking of, I guess maybe what the minister must be thinking about is getting the water from the roof. From your roof, put it by your house. Now, most farmers do not have their farm by their homes. So that would be another problem there. So you have to take the water. If you put it by your home, and then you get the water off the roof, and in the drought, I do not know how much rain you will be able to collect from your roof.
And not all farmers can afford a pump.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. So that is not the best solution towards water crisis. Giving a water tank is not the best solution, or is not any form of solution.
So it means that what you're saying is, what I'm gathering from you is, one, we need more water catchment areas for farmers. We need pumps, and we need the water tanks.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm speaking based on experience.
Yes.
Because I had to make a water catchment. I had to make a water catchment, play a backhoe to go and make a water catchment for me, fill some bags and do it myself so that I could get the water from a ravine. And during the dry season, by the time you put the pump in that thing, it is dry. You understand that? It's dry. So we need the government to come up with some, doing water catchment at different points in the river. And that will not only help just the farmers, but it will also help to replenish the river itself. where you'll have crayfish again in the river, and you will have fishes in the river and so on. When you do that, because right now there is no breeding ground for the fish and the crayfish and so on, because there is nowhere for them to be able to breed. So when you do make the water catchment, it will help the farmers and also to replenish the rivers. So let's allow Omunsaka Salia Lovia, let's see Malek Gadi Potiquibish on to it's a good one.
Like back in the days, huh?
But the thing about it is I do think the Minister for Agriculture and those things, I think all of them guys, I don't know where they're thinking. You know, it is just like the minister and police are the same. You taking a man, he's smart, he's so smart, so intelligent. As soon as you put him in as a police, he gets stupid. You taking a man smart, you taking a smart guy, and as soon as you put him as a minister, he gets stupid the same way. And coming forward about stupid decisions. These two are the same, police and politicians. Anytime, look at guys you know growing up. Even Fredgis, my good friend.
In Denry.
When that man was a young guy, that man was smart and intelligent. When that man became a police, he got stupid. After he left police, he got smart again.
That's funny. That one is funny.
I'm telling you. That is just it. Anytime you want to see a smart guy get stupid, turn him into a police. Or turn him into a politician.
I'd give him a
then
very
you see
powerful
they come
ministry.
all sorts of stupid decisions.
Yeah, because
all sorts of stupidness you see they come.
Are these politicians, especially the Minister of Agriculture, are these guys listening to the farmers on the ground, to their needs?
Man, I tell you already, anytime you want to be stupid, you turn into a politician. And when you turn into a politician, you ain't listen to nobody because you're stupid.
Wow.
You're stupid, so you don't listen to people. You get stupid.
So let me ask you a question, Eric. What do you think of your honest opinion? And I know you're capable of doing that. What do you think of the present Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Prosper?
Mr. Prosper is my good friend. I don't want to talk about him too much because we grew up together.
Yep.
We have been friends. I cannot recall that we ever got vexed about a joke one make on each other. I cannot recall we ever have, like, growing up, you know, I used to have fights with people, young guys like myself. I can't recall the two of us ever had any conflict where we would have any fight or anything like that. But the truth is, I don't think Mr. Prosper is capable of handling agriculture. Agriculture is too complex. It is too complex. And I don't think that he really understands it very well. Agriculture is not just bananas.
That's right.
You know, he have a lot on his hand. And I don't think, I think it is time that they make a division of agriculture.
Yep.
It's not one minister. You will have like fisheries and minister for like fisheries and animals on one side,
right,
and put plants on the other side, and have two ministers of agriculture. Because I do not believe like one minister for agriculture is good enough, and I even believe they should divide that ministry into two. That is my opinion.
Yeah, because that's a very serious
divide
ministry.
It into two.
That ministry is almost like national security.
Yeah,
because you're dealing with food security.
You have so much in Ministry of Agriculture. There is so much to handle for one minister. You understand? And I'm saying that they should divide it and have two ministers run that ministry of Agriculture. And I guess in that way, maybe we'll have something different.
But let me ask you,
one side.
But do you believe that agriculture is doing good at this time?
Well, man, I think everybody knew, and I've said it before, that certain sectors in agriculture did well, but generally, agriculture is on the decline.
What about banana farmers? What is happening there with banana farmers?
Well, my prediction is that the main marketing the main market, the main institution that markets our bananas, the Fair Trade Organization. My prediction is that in 1 year it will be no more.
Wow. Why would you say that?
Because of the way things are on the market.
So you don't see banana recovering?
Recovering, no. I don't see bananas recovering, especially under the national entity of the Fair Trade Organization. I don't see bananas going anywhere.
Because really, the competition is really
now.
Stiff
What I'm telling you there, listen to me. What I am telling you there is not politics.
No.
That's not politics. What I'm telling you there.
No.
That is my assessment of the whole situation. And when I look at it, now I am not on the inside looking at it. I am looking at it on the outside and just getting a little information about the inside. And I can tell you, from the way I see it, the national fair trade will soon be over.
Because I need to listen to you because...
They will have certain things that can be left. But the marketing of bananas of the national fair trade, that will soon be over.
I will listen to you because, Eric, you're on the ground and you've been on the ground for a very long time. And you've been in different associations in St. Lucia when it comes to farming. Not only you, your father. So you would understand where this is going.
I'm telling you, I believe like certain things like the importation of fertilizer and that sector, I believe the national fair trade will be able to maintain it.
Wow.
To bring in fertilizers and chemicals and so on. I believe that piece, it will remain with them. But the marketing of the bananas, I believe that will soon be over.
Oh wow, that is serious news there.
That will soon be over.
Yeah, that is serious
news.
And yeah.
I believe like private people, like Faisal and Rajim and those guys, I believe they're going to take over the marketing entirely, and they're the ones that will be doing the marketing of bananas, the exporting of bananas. But I believe the fair trade will soon run out of business because I do believe they can handle it.
Wow, this is
based on the complexity of that of the bananas, the way it is, because bananas is not something that is high. It is not high in profit, and when you're doing it, you must maximize production so that you can make some money.
So
you must need to keep. Oui. Ça n'a dire c'est les ou ka faire figue, c'est pas un bagage qui ou ka un gros profit à dans en boîte figue. C'est pas un gros profit ou ka haine. Bon pour ça faire profit, on est pour ça vendre en chai.
Wow.
Avec manière market la même divisé à Bouezan. Manière market la même divisé à Bouezan. Il a fait ouais pour faire trade là, ça vend assez figue pour ça faire un profit. So, attention ça là, les gens qui regardent manière bagay qui aller, là ouais c'est petit monde privé, qu'on Rajim, qu'on fait ça, qu'on se nomme ça là ouais comme c'est yo qui ça existé dans les market là, mais là ouais manière y là comme si de faire fait là, il a sorti un fixe aller.
But
il pas tellement la vie en dedans encore.
Question moi vraiment qui ça gouvernement ça fait right now pour changer ça? Si l'année rien ça fait.
Pour dire la vérité, mani l'idée l'année tellement gouvernement ça fait. Puis gouvernement même kagoume ouais pour quitter faire trade là.
Wow.
Et qui va dépenser un cher l'argent pour quitter faire trade là. Because you savent si fait trade aller, ça c'est on pime qui a sorti un chapeau yo.
Ça pas bon hein.
Yo savent ça bien.
Oui.
Mais Mandé l'année tellement yo ça fait pour quitter fait trade là.
Wow,
Mandé l'année tellement parce que tel ça yo ça fait pour quitter fait trade là, c'est gaspiller l'argent taxpayers. Pour quitter là, bailler l'argent, juste pour quitter là. Mais c'est pas un gain, il pas ni gain.
Mais ça, right now, right? Ça, gouvernement, ça fait pour ces femmes là qui a fait l'autre bagaille. Yo ka pas platé,
Bon, c'est là moi-même qui a des problèmes avec le gouvernement, moi. Parce que, yo là, comme c'est tout un bagaille, c'est en le fait de là. Mais moun comme moi qui a fait même travail là avec fait de là, qui a acheté fait là, mais ces femmes là, moi, manifestez pas. Yo pas bon pièce si pour rien pour dire yo pas bon si pour moi ça en continuer acheter fig là. Mais quand actuellement en saison mangoua, fig là pas vendre, c'est moi style qui a pas fig là mais ces femmes là. Et quand là moi pas fig là mais ces femmes là. Moi ni pour jeter on cher d'identité jeter.
So Eric, ou ka acheter fig from ces femmes là.
Oui.
Mate savent ça.
Oui, moi j'ai acheté fig là mais ces femmes là. Oui, tous les semaines j'ai acheté fig. J'ai acheté un chai fig là mais ces femmes là. Avec les gouvernements qui ont l'argent, ces femmes là, pièce femmes moi pas joindre.
So hold a minute. So
bon, ma blâmer premier ministre là sur ça. Sean Edward n'a blâmer sur ça.
Oh, liquide this
ma blâmer premier ministre là.
Ouais.
C'est rep là qui les victimiser moun. C'est rep là ça a besoin moi d'ici pour moi pour lui, moi pas supporter Sean.
Ou pas supporter Sean encore.
Non, je ne pas supporter Sean encore. Moi, je support même pas Sean.
Pucci.
Because je ne pas supporter bêtises.
Pucci.
Je ne pas supporter bêtises.
Pucci.
Je ne pas pour moun qui a supporter parti no matter what la maman moi métier moi la moi c'est moun ça n'a supporter non. I support you if you do right. If you don't do right, I don't support you.
D'accord.
Right? That is me.
So
if you don't do right, I don't support you.
So di mo la Eric, la ni shy victimization c'est farmers like
experience. Well, moi t'appelle comme un victimize passion.
Ou pas mentir là.
Parce que Sean bon beaucoup de ça. Top man Sean couille moi. Right? Ça c'est slide. Couille moi. Eric il dit moi il était dans un Wiley. Côté Sean dit il couille les autres moun pour submit nos femmes à yo. Pour yo de ça une compensation. Mais il pas couille moi. Ou dis moi ça. So moi pas une pièce idea about pour moi de submit no farmers moi. So pièce farmers moi. But other farmers moi c'est qui supporters Sean nous a. Mais pour tuer moi.
Combien farmers on est about
moi même si c'est on 10 farmers qui a supply moi puis
Mama. None of them.
Pièce pas rien.
Ek yo ka plate.
Yes, fine. Bon, c'est moi fait ça clé. Moi ni femme plus passer sa femme à supply moi.
Ouais.
Mais n'a parlé de femme à je fais fig ba moi tout seul. Si moi ni femme à vendre fig ba l'autre on pas dire que vendre ba moi. Mais n'a parlé de ça à vendre ba moi tout seul.
Right.
Avec pièce femme moi pas jeune pas dessous. Et là n'a regardé ça gavel. Manière bagay là. C'est pas moun qui t'a envoyé fig l'autre pays tout seul qui doit payer quoi affecté. Les parties ni boîte là.
Ouais.
Moun nan comme moi qui t'a vendre fig là, ça fait comme plus affecté parce que c'est moun ça là toujours. Because what happened is when those people could not market the bananas, those bananas would remain, and everybody had bananas, and the bananas that I had, I could not sell them. Because I need to do tout pour rien. So c'est une situation côté qui tout moun qui t'a planté fig, tu as quoi yo affecté. So c'est pas une situation pour dire n'a pas monsieur puis monsieur t'avait quoi affecté avec monsieur de savant fig. Monsieur pas de savant fig même si monsieur de fig là avec pas l'autre pays qui a vrai fig, c'est pas de avant. Because la bénéfique tout partout.
Et même ces farmers ça, yo te support Sean Edwards, you buy Sean Edwards support you.
Mais oui, puis moi support Sean Edwards. Moi support Sean.
Because monsieur même gay because of the farmers là Avalia.
Mais oui, c'est because of farmers, because Avalia c'est une place farmer.
Mais pour tu monsieur qui fait magistrat avec ces farmers là, pour tu qui victimize ces farmers comment?
Ouais, c'est pas avec ces farmers là qui a fait. Ouais, c'est même ça mon cadre là. On homme cadre l'esprit. Mais là il entre en politique, spécialement là il en gouvernement qui a un couillon.
Bon,
c'est ça moi toujours cadre là. Bon, il c'était un homme qui était bien bâti l'esprit. Mais quand il y a politique, c'est qu'on tellement, il passe à vrai, il try détruire moi, il a détruit on famille. Il pas fait pour détruire famille, c'est juste couillon couillon.
Ah, ouais.
Couillon couillon, dès pour entrer politique, c'est pour se faire couillon. Spécialement là où on gouvernement. Tout le monde couillon, c'est dire de bouger avec politique.
Because I think they said they give over what 200 farmers checks or something like that. 250 farmers.
Yeah.
And
but I didn't get any, and my farmers got nothing.
Maybe you don't. But by the way,
now,
I think this country. Go ahead.
When them prosperity got deal by when turn the news, and you see when them tell saying things like nobody's calling them out and to tell them, but just don't say that because you know what you're saying is not true.
Right.
The man come on the news and the man have the audacity to say like he tried to put the blame on me. Like I didn't send the names of the farmers down, and that is why he didn't say me, but he said c'est farmer qui pas joindre, c'est pas faute nous, c'est faute c'est côté à sortir qu'à vendre fig là, yo pas voyer nous yo descendre et que c'est pour ça ça pas joindre. You must not say that. Right? Les autres gars bail guano, matin ni pour voyer pièce non descendre, ça bail tout le monde guano.
Ouais.
Hein? Yo bail tout le monde guano, matin ni pour voyer pièce non descendre. Quand on va bail l'argent à présent, moi ni pour voyer non descendre. Et qui m'a rien à faire ça pour voyer non descendre si vous pas informer moi ça? Si vous pas informer moi, ou pas voir pièce ou pas crier moi là en faux, pas dire moi sur qui manière moi était supposé voir nos femmes à descendre. Qui manière moi qu'a fait ça?
Monsieur même representative même, monsieur savent là ces femmes ça même yo bousé support.
Oui. Mais Sean même savent, Sean crier tout l'autre nom qui a fait même travail avec moi en area. Il criait yo avec moi menti.
Ouais.
Après sous Priyan Duplessis avec moi menti après Hayden Udovic. Right? Yo tous les deux ça crié moi left phone et yo dit moi Sean dit il criait l'autre monde et puis pas crier moi.
So he wait. So he called. So he dit c'est mon pas crié.
Non, c'est lui qui criait c'est mon Sean même.
Ouais.
Pour téléphoner et crier ce nom là pour submit non.
Wow. D'accord.
Mais il va jamais crier moi pour submit non.
Il va crier
il va jamais crier moi, il va jamais faire moi même ça pour ça.
So il n'y a problème pour.
Bon, écoutez-moi. Prime Minister même, n'a quoi Prime Minister même, je vais des femmes.
Ouais.
N'a quoi ça. Mais Prime Minister ni d'autres noms qui a believe en victimization.
Oui. Amon de moi ça.
Believe en victimization.
Yeah, amon de moi ça.
Mais pour dire Prime Minister même, n'a quoi Prime Minister genuine et Prime Minister vrai fait, mais ces ministères là, dans ces ministères là, qu'a l'idée. Avec là il dit you buy water tanks avec tout le monde l'argent. N'a quoi il passe pour ça. N'a quoi il a quoi ça il a dit c'est la vérité ou ça.
Et qui pas correct.
Bien c'est ça il dit. C'est ça il a dit ça. So il a venu il a répéter ça. Ça pas vrai. Ça il a dit pas vrai.
Ma comprendre ça.
Bon, Gafi la douceur. Si vous voulez continuer à supporter avec tout le monde qui allait à l'école ensemble avec moi, durant ça, vous allez connaître ce qu'on a moi-même. Si vous voulez supporter, dis ça qui est right. Fais ça qui est right. Je vais supporter mon ça qui n'est pas bon.
C'est ça, moi,
je vais plus bon gens. Et vous pouvez faire ça qui est wrong là. École out. L'éducation passe à vous faire ça.
Yeah, because
it
sounds like Bobo Monsieur Bouilepo because Ute supportly, and I know for a fact that you went all out to ensure that the United Workers' Party, don't win that seat, or any seat rather. You did your best to ensure that.
Yes, I did.
And
I did it.
Egasa, right now, you can't Marshall, you flame Marshall.
Ah ouais, bah avec ça. Bah qu'a fait ça.
Because moi hen of femme.
Il va faire ça. Destiny moi pas à la même pièce politicien que tout ça.
C'est ça moi.
Destiny moi pas à la même pièce.
So ça moi ça.
Là moi demander yo aider moi c'est un privilège là-bas yo.
Ça moi ça
C'est un privilège là-bas yo.
c'est moi ça.
Pour les success story à kay parler. Pour yo ça moi ça dire well moun ça la faire success story à tout. That's just a privilege I give them when I ask them to help me. But that's not in their hands. They can't stop nothing that's going on.
So let me ask you,
They can't stop it. No politician.
So let me ask you, so who would you support if they change the guy? Would you support whoever person they put in place of him, or would you vote for the United Workers' Party candidate if that person can make the difference?
Yeah, I will not answer that because you'll not like my answer.
Okay, so bad moyen. If you know I wouldn't
Not
like it,
bad
bad moyen. I respect that. I respect that. Don't ask, don't tell.
I do not want to get into politics.
Politics, yeah, you want to go too deep.
You
Yeah.
understand?
I understand. I got you.
I don't want to go into politics. I want to go into what's affecting us as farmers of St. Lucia, not as a member of UWP or as a member of SLP or as a supporter of UWP or SLP.
But Eric, you know that your whole
I'm
family.
thankful that you give me that opportunity to vent. Huh?
Eric, you're welcome anytime to vent, and I respect the fact that you are brave enough, because there are many farmers who are hurting and they refuse to speak up. They are afraid to speak up because of victimization. But Eric, upamele.
Eric, ça c'est dans l'affaire. Moi parler la vérité, moi pas mentir en les moun, n'a dit comment ouais avec tout le monde ça c'est moi même kay dit.
Ek pour ça na support you because
Now listen to that. That don't mean when I speak like that, I withdraw my support for you, you know.
moi-même.
Right? Because I call you up, that don't mean I don't like you or I'm not supporting you.
Yeah.
Because I speak about what you are doing. Mais comme ça, Adam mon début, ou parler, ou dire, ça va faire pas bon. They see you as an enemy right away.
Mais tout ça,
Right away, an
Eric,
enemy.
Bobo Bouile, ek representative, me say, how many a black macalo. You are a black sheep right now.
Ah, pas black back to sell, yeah, me tell you. Monsieur ka wè mwen la, monsieur pas agir pour moi, monsieur ka passe direct, monsieur pas crier bon. Monsieur ka vini pour tourner au côté. Là, monsieur vini pour tourner. Là, monsieur vini pour tourner, monsieur ouais moi là, monsieur vieux reverse machine. Monsieur pas vini tourner côté moi encore.
Encore esse un dopi, ouais, gakou.
Oui, là, monsieur, ouais, moi, même dit que là, moi, monsieur fait ça. Moi, je dis, monsieur, quand il vient goûter là, avec, monsieur, vient, pas de, avec machine, pas venir tourner encore.
Repouki là, man, repouki là. SLP putting you first.
Moi, pas haï, hein. Moi, pas haï, mais moi, withdraw. Moi, withdraw tout si pour moi, tenir pour lui. Moi, withdraw. Si c'est lui qui a monté pour l'élection, I campaign against me.
But Eric, let me tell you, right? And I heard you that you will campaign against him if you go up. But how many of those farmers you believe? Do you believe that there are a majority of farmers in the valley there that are not comfortable at this time and not getting the support that they should be getting from their rep?
Well, I believe the majority of farmers are not comfortable. But usually in situations like that, people are very much afraid of being victimized, and you find a lot of people will not talk. Because they're scared of being victimized and so on. And so because of that, you'll find a lot of them, they will not say anything. They will just stay and play cool, you know. But I believe that the majority of farmers, even his supporters, they will speak in secret, but they will not say it loud.
They will not, yeah. And I understand that, you know. Because, as I said, I met a lady in Brooklyn, and the lady said, look, I'm a hard supporter of the United SLP. I go down to vote every elections, and these people took away my business. The SLP, who I support, took away my business from me. Took it away from the woman.
La moun di bay quoi, ni pou wonder qui m'a bon business, loin, même pas répéter bay avec, moi même pas ça moun nan ka di, hein.
No.
That is me, I don't just repeat.
No, I believe her because when she, no. Eric, nakuto, na tout ça ou di moi, I believe you, you know, because I know you, Eric. You would not mislead me. You would not just come out here and just play games like that. I know you. I know your family. That's what I keep saying. So I understand what you're saying. But what I'm telling you, what this lady said to me, it was real. Because I had individuals who confirmed what this woman was saying. confirmed SLP. Confirm her story.
How can SLP take away somebody's business?
When I say, you know what, you would, that person would be your point person when it comes to certain, certain services.
But I just try to figure out how can SLP take away somebody's business.
Well, they have done it a lot, Eric. Because see if there's a point.
SLP or the government of St. Lucia? Which one are you talking about? The government of St. Lucia took away your business, or SLP took away your business?
It's the SLP government.
Okay, the SLP government took away your business.
You can post some
in the time that we are living now, in 2024, nobody can just come and take away anybody's business. That can happen.
You just wait until Sean ready to come and take away your banana business.
If you tell me that certain things was done that made her business unprofitable, I can understand that. But to just say, well, SLP took away her business, no man, that can happen in 2024.
Right, if they were doing business with her and they're no longer doing business with her, they took business from her.
No, man.
Wait, your point okay.
All right.
Why you think if these, Eric, let me tell you something, and you know better. Because she said Moonlight shut you down. Brother, if listen to me. Eric, you had the same story all over the place. But I am saying if them fellas could have shut you down, they would have done it. You understand? But because you are a strong businessman, you're independent, and you don't depend on government for anything. Not water tank, I know you too well. Not a tire, not fertilizer, you don't depend on them fellas for nothing. That's why you will survive. But the other farmers who are depending on the little help from them fellas, they're not going to be talking. Because they know what government can do. They know what these representatives can do to them. They are very much aware. They are aware, Eric.
You see, the thing about me is that when I'm speaking about agriculture and things like that, I don't want it to be partisan. I try to avoid having it partisan. I try to point out the things because listen.
Talk to me.
The other party will come in, and the same thing will happen if we leave it partism,
You think so?
But that's for over the years, that's how it has been.
Eric, as far as I'm concerned, Flabo have always been good.
Farming.
But Flabo has always been good with agriculture. Eric, talk to me.
Est-ce que les Liban au pouvoir? Ça veut dire que jamais parler au bagage carré wrong agriculture.
Ça oui.
Bon, les Flabo au pouvoir. Ça veut dire Flabo pas jamais parler. Les au bagage wrong. Au bagage qui affecte you. Now it's time that we break that thing off, where you have Labour supporters and Flabo and you squeezing, and because it's Flabo that's in power, and you don't like what Flabo is doing, and you will not talk. Right? We must stop that, man. Whether it be Flabo or Labour in power, that's why agriculture cannot move.
Okay.
Right? Agriculture cannot move. You see the teachers, they're not like that. The teachers look at Labour and Flabo when they want their money. Wow. And I admire the teachers for that in St. Lucia. They don't care Labour or Flabo when they want their money.
That's right.
They ask for an increase. Whether it be Labour or Flabo, that's what they want. But with the farmers, it is Labour and Flabo.
Wow.
And they can't move forward.
Yeah, but
they cannot be united. They cannot come on a common ground. Yeah. Because it is Labour and Flabo. That's why I'm telling, when I'm speaking about farming, agriculture, I don't want it to be Labour and Flabo.
But you farmers are very divided too, huh? You guys are very divided.
So
and that's why
what is the division? What was in the division?
You all?
By what is the division? By politics?
Politics, yeah.
The division is politics.
My party in power don't say nothing. You squeeze in, don't say nothing. You make them fellas look bad.
My party in power. Let me tell you something that happened once. Labour was in power at the time. And we couldn't sell our bananas. And I called the news media and I invited farmers. I told them come and for them to show their disgust and so on and so forth. And people came there and a lot of farmers came. When the camera show up, to see farmers running and hide. Farmers running and hide. Because they do not want the labor people to see they're in that. So they're going and hide. The labor supporters, they're going and hide. They went to hide. You understand that? That is why I'm telling you that we must move that labor flag if we want any success in agriculture. We must move that labor flag.
Well,
we must push it. Agriculture no parler. Labor flag.
Well, guess what?
Yes, it's like
I don't think you can get away from the politics when it comes to farming, because you need the politicians with policies. That's the problem. Some of them come into power with no policy ideas. They don't listen to the farmers.
Why the teachers? Why can the teachers can do it? The teachers can remove politics when they want something, anything they want.
You think so? Eric, please.
Yeah, man. But the teachers are playing when they want their money. Huh? Everybody knows that. The teachers don't care whether it's labor or when they will strike with.
So what I will tell you, you guys do like the teachers, come together and send a strong signal that we're not going to accept this nonsense. Do like the teachers. But you farmers only strike. The last time you guys strike was during John Compton's time, when we had a host of the problems in the valley. Pakupe. That's the only time farmers came together. After that, no more. Black soda, toga, whatever it is, nothing.
Farmers don't have to strike to solve any situation, you know. They don't have to strike to solve a situation. All they did is to come together.
Right.
And that cannot happen because of politics.
Right.
It can't happen because of politics, because the most used set of people by politicians are farmers.
And I said that. I believe that. Because farmers can faire kode yo couillon, yo pani bagay a tête yo. Yo ni kaka kalbasa tête yo. These guys should be able to think and reason for themselves. They cut their nose and they spoil their faces and they blame everybody, you know. It's Shasne, it's this one, it's that one. Blame how? The last banana strike. The last banana strike. They burn their own people's sheds, cut their own people bananas. How is that affecting? How is that? Come on. How is that the solution? Burning sheds and blocking roads and cutting people's banana. Your own farmers who are depending on those bananas, you told them pa coupe, and then you go and coupe their bananas and burn their sheds. Make who you to it.
Ni gouvernement SLP, ni gouvernement UWP, tous les deux savent. Fig te kay du bout à l'anglité. Yo tous les deux savent. Because yo tous les deux we souvent l'argent European Union pour farmers à diversify. Yo tous les deux c'est pour l'argent. Yo tous les deux fait ça yo te avec l'argent. Et yo tous les deux gadi yo dans l'autre trafic. Bon moi quand toi de calde Paul ça moi dit chasse des trafic et ben Pierre trafic.
Zoki traffic.
Ça pas calde conversation moi.
Zoki traffic.
Ça pas calde conversation moi.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
but Eric, you know, I really enjoyed the conversation, but I'm going to bring you on again so me and you can have a talk again on it. But I got to go now.
Just 1 minute, eh?
Go ahead.
Just 1 minute before you go.
Go ahead.
I think there's a young lady, I want to tell her good night, eh? Your fan, she said she's always on your show, but she's from somewhere by Labries and Surrey side. I don't know, but she always pass and tell me she miss me commenting on
Who is that?
your live and so on. But I want to tell her good night, and I want to tell her I hope she listens to me tonight. I hope she with me, and if she with me, I hope she'll pass and see me.
Yeah, lady, go and see Eric, all right? Go and see Eric. Eric, thank you so much. I don't remember her name. You don't remember, but I'm sure she would know who you're talking to. All right.
Yeah, okay. But she loves you very much, Gabriel. She loves your show.
Oh, my.
And she's a strong supporter of the UWP, but she told me she enjoyed me on your show. So
okay, good,
she liked to see me commenting and so on.
So she will be one of the happy ones tonight. Okay, Eric.
Yeah, I think she'll be happy.
Okay, Eric. Take care, brother. Okay, take care. Thank you. Brooks, that was brother Eric. We're going to be flooded with calls now. We're going to take all our calls, all right? Let's take all our calls now. Caller, you're on the air. Caribbean American News Media Platform. Sorry about the delay.
That's okay, brother Gaff.
Fire. Listen to me. I'm excited. Yes.
Now, you see, I wish I knew he was coming on for me to tell you, pull the tape of the first show you had with him before.
Oh, Oh,
You know,
okay, I got you.
for you to pull that tip.
Yes.
Because I was the guy that was talking to him about that very same Let me tell you something.
Oh, yes, yes, you're right. You're actually right.
I have to admire the man cut.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
I have to admire his gut.
Yeah.
Now, they always say it's not because you disagree with somebody one time that you have to disagree with them all the time.
True that.
Eric made some valid points, and I have to give that to him. However, Eric, you know, because these were the same things I was talking about.
That's right.
On the previous show.
That's right. That's right.
Let me tell you something. I listened to Eric, and this is where I draw the line when it comes to the some of the things he was saying. Number one, Eric is claiming that he had somewhere around what is it, 20 farmers, he said, that was selling to him, and some not like sell to other people. Look at this.
Talk to me.
Before all of this situation, this dilemma that he's talking about now, where were banana farmers selling their bananas? Wasn't it going to just one location?
One location.
Where everybody know where they had to sell to and how they were getting paid?
That's right.
Didn't we have that system in place?
Yep.
But man, when you see you bite the hands that feed you, when you see you burn the bridges you're supposed to cross, you know, on your way back, this is what happened. This is what happened. And I want him to understand that this is a country going in reverse, not forward. You see, Brother Garfield, I sit home sometimes and I listen to those guys speak and I say to myself, are these guys speaking for the future of their children or they speaking for their future? Because Eric, I'm telling you, you listening, if you speaking on behalf of your future, you will still lose that battle because you're already living in your future.
Yeah.
That is your future you're living in. And that's why we keep failing in St. Lucia. We all are looking for things that we are going to gain right away instead of trying to get a country moving that we can develop it for our younger generation. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying this.
Talk to me.
I don't want to talk about no other place than the Valley. We have had ministers in the Valley.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to the people in the Valley in particular.
Yeah.
What change have you seen to those that are about 40 years, to those people that are about 50 years, and to those people that are about 60 years? Tell me what has changed in the Valley. Now, Marvin Pearson vient parler magie about the roads. This is nonsense.
That's right.
What infrastructure have we had in the Valley? What has changed? Look at the stretch in the Valley before you get to the Gap main highway. It is still the same. It's abandoned. There's nothing going on. Brother man, we have wasting resources, millions and millions of dollars every year in the Valley. We cannot even have a cricket tournament, a soccer tournament in the Valley, and people come in and put posts and in support of these nonsense. You guys are supposed to be ashamed of yourselves. Stop voting people because you all know them. Vote people based on merit. You know?
Because
I know Shodan all my life. I don't care what people say.
Yeah.
I know the man all my life. I don't have to talk about the man, but he know himself.
Because there's clearly victimization going on in the Valley, it seems.
Brother man, let me tell you something. You're smart enough to know that no one is victimizing them people but themselves. I am telling you. Because these politicians, they're just as dirty as the people they're using to do the dirty work for them. Because the people that are victimizing the farmers or anybody in the Valley, in particular, I'm speaking about the Valley, okay? These people, they know exactly who are Flabo, who are Labor, okay? They know that. Now, who's victimizing who now? Where is the minister from? Isn't the minister from the Valley?
Yep.
Isn't he from St. Lucia? But man, you see, people need to wake up, educate themselves. Stop settling for these $5 and $20 them man put in your pocket so you can go and get drunk. This is not sustainable. This is not what's gonna bring you forward. You know, what about these young kids that you'll have growing up? What future you're creating for them? Where is the employment that has been created in the valley? Have we seen a factory being built? How many years? Sean could have come and rally around the people to get his third term as a politician, the hat-trick politician. He's a hat-trick politician na hamene adida valley to create employment bazot.
Yeah.
This is where, you see, coming and wearing your suit and tie, my brother. And Eric said something, I have to agree with him. A lot of them guys were smart before politics, and they become so stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you see these PhDs that they keep giving to people, some of them, not all of them. It get in their head. It get in their head. And they forget the conversation they were having with you before they were politicians, you know? You used to be by the playground together with them, and they used to talk. Before they were politicians, they could see everything that needed to be done in those communities.
But caller, you're right. Let me tell you something that I realized, right? All these flabos who left the United Workers' Party and went over to play marbles and to simigwin with the Labour Party is turning around and victimize every one of them. Everyone, you realize that, right? Eric was never SLP. He was never XLP. Eric campaigned against Mr. Chasney, campaigned against the United Workers' Party, rallied the farmers in the valley, got them to vote against their own interests, by the way. Now, the same Labour Party representative, Sean Edwards, in the valley, turns around and kicks Eric in the butt. And not only kick him, kick all the farmers that are associated with him. And we see it over and over again, and flabbos are not learning.
You see, Brother Garfield, that is exactly my point. I'm somebody, I don't like to attack people personally. This is not me. You understand?
Yeah.
I like to stay on issues and stuff.
That's right.
But you see, when I see a bunch of people, there's one thing about St. Lucians that I dislike is the hypocrisy that they have carrying around. You know, this is what I have wrong with them. They can see what is affecting them. They know exactly what is affecting them. Yo vumi ID by a moon, pito yo, still a problem like it affect you. You know, these are issues that you can deal with. It is so simple. Stop voting for people just because they can give you $100 to drink liquor when they're campaigning. Stop voting for people because they buy you a tank of gas. Why you cannot get that for yourself? Let them create jobs for you so you can buy those things for yourself. Stop allowing politicians to keep fooling you while they can build homes for their parents, they can build homes for their jabal, they can build homes for themselves. And you still the same place. Ask yourself that question. What has changed in those free terms that you have elected Sean Edwards in your life? What has changed?
These politicians are making other people look at our farmers like a bunch of idiots, ignorant idiots that don't have a brain in their head. That's what these politicians are making people feel about our farmers. And our farmers are one of the these farmers are a sector in the society that are very important to the development of the country and for food security. And these farmers are taking them for pappy show every elections. Look at the farmers voted against their own interests. Give them two bags of fertilizers, big ceremony for what? For checks, because they couldn't. The government could not supply the boxes. Bring cameras to give the farmers checks, as if it's some favor they're doing the farmers, and the farmers go clapping, feeling like yes, this is my government putting us first.
But Brother Garfield, you know what is so crazy too? You mentioning that. These farmers, you will meet them down the street after they just came from those meetings. If you were to ask them, because you were not there, you would say to them, "Mais dis-moi qui ça qui fait ton meeting là? Qui ça qui en faveur de meeting là?" They don't know, you know, brother. Half of the time, these guys have no idea what was said in the meeting, you know. But you know what? the mere fact the minister they voted for was there, they're happy about that. You know, how many of the farmers that we're talking about today own the lands that they were farming on for donkey years? Ask them how many of them own those lands.
Question.
Ask them how many of these ministers who fought for them to see to it that they own these lands. That would be a good asset for their kids growing up, their young kids.
Yeah.
You know, these were assets that they can go back to the bank and say, hey, listen, this is my farm, and I need to plant, let's say, 10,000 plants of dashing, just out of my head. You know, the bank would have given you that because you have something to show. Okay, this is mine. But how many of these actual politicians or so-called ministers that actually drive them to do stuff like that? They will not.
Yeah.
They will not. They will keep feeding them with these nonsense. They will keep taking them for a ride and keeping them poor all the time because apparently in St. Lucia or in the Caribbean, farmers always have to be looking dirty. Farmers always have to be looking a certain way. They always have to have this a certain type of homes. You know, always have to look a certain way in society. You see, when farmers are one of the most important people in society, how much millions of dollars did they allocate in the budget for farmers? How much? you see, these are what these farmers have to be listening to instead of supporting those fools that we have. We have a bunch of fools in politics down there, you know.
That's what Eric said, that his politicians get stupid. They're a bunch of dummies when they get into politics. And
we have a bunch of fools. Don't mind. Now, listen to these guys. A lot of them will gladly come with their suit and tie, come in front of a mic to tell you about all their accolades. But man, we probably serve about accolades la. You know, take your accolades, go overseas and bring me employment. That's what I want you to do. Bring me employment.
But
Let me see how well you did in school. You know, that's how, you know, bunch of fools we have there.
Let me ask you, caller, what them fellas promised them farmers in 2001 and 21? What did they promise the farmers in the valley? So I promise you.
Oh my God. This is the problem, you know.
What I told him,
This is the problem.
Shasta took all their boxes. What?
You see, talking about Shastney, here is the problem. And again, I'm not sure if you're on TV. I'm not sure if you're on TV today. But just in case you happen to be on TV today, I will say it for those people listening in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that you're allowing some politicians, to make you hate one man, and you'll never stop and think to say to yourself, why are we hating this man? What have this man done to us that we have to really hate him? You see, when you look at the hypocrisy of our nation, Brother Garfield, it is mind-boggling. Because why is it if you, Brother Garfield, have a problem with Shastney, and Shastney has done nothing wrong to me, I have to have a problem with Shastney?
Sorry, caller. Somebody, Flame Flummer said, Eric just started crying.
No, my brother, it is true. I'm listening. You know, Eric got me on fire, you know, Brother Garfield, because I was listening to this guy and I'm like, look at this. These are people with short-term vision. Eric, I'm sorry to say that, but that's what y'all have. Short-term vision, brother man. Y'all only see what is before y'all for the meantime. If you want to, you project you want to make $10,000, you make your $10,000, you okay. If you don't make your $10,000, now you complain.
Well,
but all along the $10,000.
Hold Eric Pablo, because you put a Philippine.
No, it is true, Brother Garfield. I don't like that level of hypocrisy. Okay, why is it now Eric has now become an agent to buy bananas? Why? Why? You don't know the more agency you have buying bananas, the less money the actual farmers are going to make, Brother Garfield. Doesn't Eric know that? Eric knows that. He knows that. You know, it's high time them man stop fooling the people, because some of the things he used to say before today is what fooled the people before.
Exactly.
The same way they fool people to go and burn sheds of farmers.
Same thing.
They go and cut banana farmer plantation. Those same people.
Anyway, so farmers like they got coupe farm munla. Imagine the farmers, they sell the SLP told the farmers, pa coupe. And the same SLP farmers went and coupe all the UWP farms.
But man, we can take a drive. We can take a drive through St. Lucia.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be on a serious level. If you go back to 1990,
Mm-hmm.
and we go take a drive through St. Lucia today, what do you see? You see an entire country where people used to earn their livelihoods, and all of that is gone. And you telling me, you want me to believe that these politicians that you all keep electing, and they're boasting about 15-2 majority, they're boasting about winning 3 consecutive terms. My brother, what are your works? What are you doing for these people with the money you've been earning on the taxpayers' back?
Victimize
people,
them.
Y'all need to hold these politicians accountable.
That's right.
It's high time these politicians start paying back these monies when they didn't do the work. Because I am sure if you were to go and work for them and you didn't work, they wouldn't pay you for the day.
Yeah, I have a call coming in, another call. I'm going to take it, all right? Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate
How's
it.
yourself?
Yes. Caller, you're on the air. Sorry for the long delay. You're on the air. Caribbean American News Media Platform.
Yes, my brother. How are you doing?
Sorry about that. We're good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, my brother. What I wanted to tell you is that with not just the farmers, but the banana industry in itself, it was never a sustainable industry, and every politician knew that. Now, the reason why I will tell you that is that Wind Farm, where the bananas used to be sold to, was a company linked to England, right?
Yeah.
And the British had subsidized our bananas, or you can say the OECS bananas. Countries that are part of the Commonwealth. After Britain has lost her empire, they formed the Commonwealth. Canada, all those different countries are part of it. You know, that's why we could have traveled to Canada without a visa. But my point is, my brother, I just come here to educate the people again, is that the banana industry, what everybody's talking about, Eric, your past caller, it was a good industry in John Compton days after the independence leading up to the Green Gold. That's what it was.
Green Gold.
And so many different governments didn't put banana as priority, not even John Compton. John Compton ride the wave of the Green Gold and leave different sectors of the industry to ruins. You can say, like, for example, fast crops like tomatoes, all those different crops, and not just the raw product of bananas or the farming industry. Or they can go the farming industry, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah. Agricultural sector.
They didn't agriculture, so that's what I'm looking for. The agriculture sector, they only focus on the raw materials, but not on the manufacturing of what those materials can give you. For example, the mango juice, the different fruits. They didn't put the factory shelves in place.
That's right.
For example, today, when you talk about bananas, you have places like Brazil producing bananas. When I'm talking about thousands and thousands of hectares of bananas. Jamaica, Trinidad, Martinique, all those different islands are producing bananas. All those different islands and countries have access to the same markets we have. But what England used to do, England used to subsidize it to protect our bananas for our bananas to go through. You understand? So one thing I can say to the farmers again, the government is giving you a little money and that and this and that. to do what? Most of those farmers, what they will do with that money, my brother, they'll buy groceries for their house, pay the bills, and pay the debt that they owe in all those different holes and all what they've been doing, and nothing will go into farming.
Right.
What the government has to do is give the guys machinery like tractors.
That's right.
To irrigate the land, excavators to dig the trenches
water
for the water. Understand? And not just, okay, you can have one big water pump, and every 4 hours the water pump opening for all farmers across the island. When you're doing that, when you fertilize the whole, for example, you fertilize 10 acres of land to plant bananas. Right there, you have one main line, and you have small lines with little drips, water that dripping from acres going down, and you planting along those different things. Just to save water, Wasco, wherever the main tank is, opening every 4 hours or every half an hour. I don't know what's the schedule of giving bananas water or any fruits water. I'm just telling you what I see on YouTube. You understand?
Yeah.
Millions of acres, my brother. You just put in those water drips connecting to the main pipe, and every 4 hours, water is just sipping in the ground. Fertilizing, the ground is already fertilized because you already passed them the tractor. The tractor dig all the holes, to remove all the different things. The excavators come in to dredge the soil. Those guys are not ready for agriculture, my brother. Not the farmers that are talking, not the ministers that are talking.
Because they're gonna provide a proper water source for the farmers on a reliable one.
But that's a simple thing. But look, I tell you the water source. There are many farmers doing it.
Yep.
There are many farmers doing it. There are many farmers using excavators. But I passing in St. Lucia, my brother, I never see a tractor operating in St. Lucia, my brother.
Not really.
A tractor, my brother, I go to different countries already, and I see tractors driving on the roads. Watch in France when they had the protest, the agricultural protest. What was blocking the roads? No tractors were still blocking the roads? We still have St. Lucians putting how much banana going on the fields and cut down how much bananas. Why do you think the youth not interested in bananas? Because it's too labor intensive when there is machinery to do all those different work.
Yeah, we are still carrying it on our backs.
We still living in the Stone Age. And you know, people like Sean is not a very smart man. He was never smart before he went into elections. He was never smart in elections.
You think so?
He was just a cunning guy. He know how to flatter the crowd and make it. He know how to play like the magic, the stage show. When you look at those guys, all those guys are living in an egoistic world that they want to enrich themselves and their families. But when we're talking about true governance, Chasney had something going. But he still had ministers like the Minister of Agriculture he had there, a waste of time because that's why they went to France to look for some relief from France to buy some bananas. But don't forget the France, England, those countries have territories that they have overseas. Guadeloupe is producing bananas on a massive scale. Martinique is producing bananas on a massive scale. New Caledonia is producing bananas on a massive scale.
Mexico, the Spanish are really pushing out bananas.
Exactly.
And by the way, the Spanish, they're not working hard under the banana fields. They're working smart. They are using the latest technology.
The use of drones, the use of vertical farming. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you about, my brother.
I know.
If those guys are really serious about agriculture, we have to now look within ourselves. How could we, like you said, food security, how can we protect ourselves before we try to protect the outside? Before we try and send bananas outside, how can we use bananas in every form, from the fibers in the bananas to making banana jam, banana pie, banana this, banana that. It is that. I'm just speaking on bananas.
Yeah, but you sound like Philip there, Yeah, he told them to eat more bananas. Mr. Pear told the country to eat more bananas, so maybe that's a good thing.
He probably knew what he was trying to say, but he didn't know how to put it in the right words. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I got
you. So the man is not too good in speaking English, no patois, you understand? It's a very difficult thing for the man. But
sorry.
I've been listening, yes, man. I've been listening to your past two callers, and it is something where you can still, like your past caller was telling Eric, is that he's speaking, but he's still speaking because probably the man didn't give him a little cut from the banana money, you know. So he's a little vexed. He come and vent. It's not a place to vent, my brother.
Yep.
You speaking for the future. Let's speak for the future.
That's right.
We have a youth workforce that is basically idle, you know, and if I just hope and pray Shafney, when Shafney come back into office, he listened to me, because he's a man that traveled to many different lands and see many different places, and
they need to listen.
And it hurts me so bad, because those other politicians as well have traveled many different places and many different things, and see many different things. And you living in America, my brother, you have seen the way those guys do cultivation of corn and wheat and all those different things. With those
I'm always in the country.
With those big tractors.
Yes. I'm always on the farm.
So my thing is, before I go, my thing is, I just hope that Chardonnay really take agriculture to the next level, and let us try to build a domestic economy surrounded by medium and small factory shells, but the price, the cost of manufacturing have to go down, meaning the price of electricity, the price of gas. You understand? So that is where renewable energy must come in. We must take this thing on a whole new level, because this is 2024, my brother. We're not living in a Stone Age. We are living where AI is. We're living in AI world. We're living in Tesla. You know about Tesla right now. Elon Musk have so many satellites giving free Wi-Fi and whatnot, and we're still living we're still living like in a Stone Age, my brother.
Yep.
So what we have to do is add the technology to the farming, bring the youth around it, and let us do it right. SLP will not do it for us. Let us vote out those guys. I want to shut down the country. That's our aim, to shut down the country, so Philip J. can call an early election, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you for the call. Thank you, caller. All right, so we have another call, friends, that we got. The calls are coming in very quickly. Let's see if we can get this call. This caller have been trying for a very long time. Caller, you're on the air, Caribbean American News media platform.
Okay.
Banana
Good
King.
evening. How you doing?
Not bad at all. I'm enjoying the program.
Yes, very nice program indeed. Brother Paul, I was listening to your first caller.
What was that? Labor Pain?
No. Or your second caller. What is it? Celestine?
Eric, yes. First caller.
Eric Celestine, my partner.
Yeah.
He said something about that's why he like the teachers. The teachers don't watch faces when it comes to the politicians.
Yeah.
But that is something about our people. I don't think our people, the people on the ground, they take their time to study the politics in St. Lucia. They just say things. Or when they see the Labour Party print something, they just come out and they just say it. But I wanted to know, in 1997, when Kenny Anthony came into our politics, he orchestrated, that was his plan with the union. When he came in, he organized everything. The time he came in, that's the time he put all his plans with the union together. Where he had the UWP party to pay out the civil servants and everything like that. So every time you see he's in opposition, that's SLP and Kenny. Whenever they're in opposition, that is the time they plead for monies for the civil servants.
Right.
And it's always UWP that end up paying these people. Labour has never done anything like that. They never paid no teachers. When Labour come into office, the UWP has already finalized and negotiated of increases for the workers. Labour Party never have a hand pushing their hands in the pocket and saying, yes, let's give the civil servants that over. It's always UWP that is putting these things out there. And that is how Kenny Anthony orchestrated that from 1997.
Wow.
And that is what we the people of St. Lucia, we don't realize these things. He set up his tent when he came in there. That's why he had the people to burn the banana sheds and do all that thing. Just for political power. And that is how Kenny Anthony came into St. Lucia and ruled over the people. This man destroyed every good thing that was going for St. Lucia for him to gain political power. He didn't watch faith. He didn't watch, well, is the bananas that have our economy blooming and whatever. He didn't care. He just came in and he ruined everything. He fooled the people. He divided them and then he conquered. And it went on like that for the past 30 years. Look at what he did with Impact. He was involved in Impact for what? Just for him to come back into power. He made up a story. The man destroyed our police force.
I was just going to say that Impact is going to be the end of Kenny Anthony.
But you don't see how he's dragging and he's tired. He's in the House of Parliament. He cannot go nowhere because all of us have to see him take that fall. The Bible describes this kind of wicked people that they will wither like the grass. And I am seeing that is what that is happening to him.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a setup from 1997. And he indoctrinated the people into dirty politics. He came from Grenada with that thing and brought it on our people. The people of St. Lucia have to understand this thing and to take their country back to prosperity by voting UWP back in there. Kenny Anthony has done enough damage to our country. He was the one who destroyed the famine. The agriculture, he was the one who destroyed it. He said, quick money, faster money, there's no need to go and dirty your hands. Let's make quick money. He was the one who brought in the same CIP stuff and whatever. It was all during his time. So he turned his back on the agriculture. And then again, keep on fooling the people when he comes inside of there talking big talk about agriculture. And he never did nothing. He never did nothing. Kenny Anthony was the one that ended up closing all our factories in St. Lucia. We have so many factories down in Beaufort. Now for us to get our country back on path, we have to remind the people of those things. It was never UWP who did these things to the country. It has always been the SLP party to come in and cause that level of damage to the country. Up until a day like today, 2024, look at what is happening in the CIP. The same SLP again. We have never seen the UWP party. I'm not telling that they are perfect, Brother Garfield.
Yes, you're right.
I'm not saying that they are perfect.
Yes, yes.
But we have never seen in our lifetime that UWP ever caused that kind of economic damage to St. Lucia. That has never happened.
Yeah, that's a lot of
it
damage.
Has never happened.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
And I think that CIP is a nail in the coffin for the country, and the people still they cannot understand. And it's not that they cannot, I don't know if they cannot understand it or if they're just being wicked, because we are all seeing now that the censorship of the media, which we need right now to make the people understand what is happening with that RICO lawsuit. Unless the media, the local media doesn't carry that so that the layman on the street could understand that we are in trouble. They are not carrying it out. The only station I think that is giving a little hint on that is DBS. And maybe Hot 7 if the political leader comes out and give a little State of the Union speech or something. And Sky FM, which doesn't have the frequency. So we need to get the people to know about this thing and how serious that RICO
tomorrow I have some developments on the CIP. I found one of the brokers, international brokers, and they are actually encouraging people to come now, come quickly. They're going to change CIP. They're going to increase the price. Come now and buy all the passports, and they're giving discounts.
Yeah, that's what I heard they're doing.
I reached out to the broker in England, and I sent some communication to them, and I'm hoping that they can get back to me. But they are on the move to get as much passports signed off before this increase.
And they're still not taking heed. The people not taking heed.
No.
They're not taking heed. They don't care with the little man that lives in the country that is struggling. SLP never care about the poor people. Honestly, Philippe, all of them know the repercussion that we are going to face in this country, and they just do not care. They do not care. They will destroy whatever that is in their way for them to hold on to political power, and that is the thing that little man on the street needs to understand. They do not care. Labour Party never cared about nobody in the country. It just do little things like come in the house and give an increase to what they say the pensioners, And I want to know which other pensioners that they are giving the increase to. If it's just government pensioner or everybody.
I was a little confused at first because you know how these government ministers speak, they confuse you more. I believe it is the government workers. Government pensioners.
Yes, I have a feeling it's them because all these things are political games at the day.
Yeah.
It's securing the victory because they themselves, the SLP, have a lot of the people that are pension, and they're giving that little increase to these people to secure their votes. That is it.
Yeah.
What about the citizens that are building this country? The laborers, what about them? What about them? If you're giving an increase, shouldn't you give an increase across the board? What about the laborers, the little carpenters, those people that soil to work in this country, to build it? Nothing for them. Nothing for them. The government pensioners, I think they should have a salary and they should have something coming in already. They are insured, they have everything.
Yeah.
What about the little man, the carpenters when they go on retirement, the seamstresses? What about these little people, the bus drivers when they go on retirement?
Yeah.
Nothing for them. So, your Pamoon. So that whole country is in a mess and it has been turned upside down by Kenny Anthony.
Right.
Kenny D. Anthony. He's the one that has our country like that. And if Kenny Anthony wants to see better for St. Lucia, it is not too late. It is not too late because he knows what is happening there is wrong.
Yep.
Kenny Anthony by now, he's over 70 years, Brother Garfield. Tell me what more can that man want from the people of St. Lucia? What amount of money you need again? What? 30 years you're there, you're collecting a salary, you're in your house, you still have a salary. You're still making crooked deals for money to come in. You have already.
Yep.
What you leave for the young people of this country for them to do? You have a set of politicians. You are sitting in a parliament with them, and as a senior man, you're not seeing where the country is headed. It is not good. You said you are not going to sit in a cabinet with Richard Frederick, right? But you are in parliament, sitting 2 seats away from the same Richard Frederick. Frederick. What sense does it make? What sense does that make, Brother Garfield?
None whatsoever, my friend. Yeah, none whatsoever.
Kenny Anthony, by now, when I was this gentleman, he needs to stand up and do the honorable thing. The first honorable thing he ever did in his life is to stand up in the parliament and tell the people of St. Lucia where the country is headed there right now. He's not for it. He's not going to stand with this government, even if it's your political party, and walk away from those fellas to save the future of our country. But he will not do it.
No.
He will not do it because he's wicked. He's wicked. And it's the people of St. Lucia right now that have to open their eyes to see exactly what is happening in the country. And they have an opposition leader that I keep on telling them that God bless them with, in the likes of Mr. Alan Shastry, that is unafraid to challenge the SLP.
That's right.
All the people have to do is to rally and stand up with this man.
That's right.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. We have seen. I know God has more evidence for us. I know that. But by now, this country, this island should have been up, roaring up against Philip Pierre for where he has positioned this country. Philip Pierre ran the campaign, Pastor Garfield, and nothing he's doing there right now. I don't think he has it in his manifesto, you know. In the 2021 manifesto. Because I don't think anybody in St. Lucia, in spite of how foolish we may be, would open a manifesto of the Labour Party and read, when I get into power, I will jack up all prices. Who will vote for that, Pastor Gabriel? When I get in power, I will hike up the taxes. Who will vote for that?
Yeah.
If you have that in your manifesto, when I get into power, I will go to the CCJ without a referendum. Même si nous couillons, où nous allons voter pour ça?
Mercy.
When we see it in writing, you put it down on your manifesto. So nothing this man is doing there, it wasn't in his manifesto. You think Philip Pierre and the Labour Party in 2021 would have put inside of the manifesto, when we get into power, we will be selling our passport at a very low price, and people will go and vote for that? So you see how these people have this fear, the people of St. Lucia?
That's right.
And the UWP had a manifesto, right? Presented a manifesto to them, and they saw what was happening. They saw the continuation of what Mr. Shastry was doing in that manifesto. Because he had already planted the seed, it was all around the country. And they voted against that.
Yeah.
So now, what do you expect? They expect Labour to slap them and drag them and make them poorer without watching or thinking or saying, you know the people are hungry, you shouldn't be doing that to them.
Yep. Anyway, you're right. And
anyway, Pastor Gabriel, have a good night.
I always appreciate your passion. Yes. Have a beautiful night, my friend. That was Alison George there, folks. And I'll tell you, this was that was a call, and she said a lot there. And I will tell you, my people, the impacts report, we got to look at it again. That impacts report, and I just realized why a lot of people kept running from it. I suspect this impacts report would turn out to be one of the biggest political hit job in the history of the country. Mark my words. And we got to deal with it. Kenny Anthony and the SLP will have to explain to us St. Lucians what is going on with this report. Was it a political something to get at Mr. Frederick, to get at the UWP at the time? What was this all about? What was it all about? Was it an expensive joke that was played on the country? An expensive joke, and these guys continued with that funny joke. Now, the chicken has come home to do something. I don't know what it is. But whole call you pardon. But leave Eric alone, friends. You know something that got me before I leave her? I laugh so much. Flame flubble pie is here. Listen to me. Eric, Flame Flubble said earlier, right? We're watching Toby and Shesla. She said anytime you she said when the label finished with you, when what's his name? Sean Edwards finished with you, that every time you see a banana tree or cocoa, that was funny. Uber is leave my Eric alone, you know. Ain't nobody turning me against my Eric, you know. I can tell you that. Nah, man, I love the Celestine family. Very productive people. Honestly, Eric, whole co-papa.
Mon pas ça pour manger petit ça.
Eric, parlez ou but
Depuis mon pas ça pour manger petit ça.
I heard this short fella. The sky is falling. I heard this short fella. The sky is falling. I heard this short fella. The sky is falling.
All my stitch, I suspect I bust another 2 of the stitch. But Eric, but wise man, that's your welcome back joke, you know, Eric. You know we have to give you pluck before we welcome you back into the fold. No people don't pluck. Même si vous can dire c'est pas politics, c'est politics qui can put pluck.
I heard this short fella.
Cheers.
The sky is falling. I heard this.
Philip, leave my partner alone. Leave Eric alone. Eric not troubling you. Leave Eric alone. Anyway, folks, we love Eric. And, you know, we are in the addition business, not subtract. So, Eric, you know, is real. And he feels what he feels. And he sees what he sees. Mais let Eric take out, you know, Shash Nepal boy is a white man. He's not one of us. Sean Edwards is a black man. He's one of us. Hey, how is me, huh? Man, hey. Anyway, people, I have something for you all. Huh? The phone line went dead. I have something for you all. Tomorrow night, we will do it when we're on the GVD television program. I will tell you, folks, we got to deal with that CIP thing. Lydia, leave my Eric alone. You all leave Flame. Skelly. Anyway, condolences to Skelly. I believe she lost. Is it your brother? Skelly, is it your brother? I know all the Skellys are related. So, sympathies to you, my friend. Big up. Sympathy to you and the family, folks. Let's wish the Skelly all the best, as you know, the loss of their brother. Donovan lost her brother. And, we sympathize with y'all, Y'all be strong. Be strong, my friends. If I was there, I would attend the service. But be strong. But all I'm telling you all, apart from that, is to leave him alone. Leave him alone. You all beat him up enough. Welcome him home. Give him all the love. Extend all the love and sympathy to him. Let's put some bandages on his wound. Have salt, Must have Lydia. Have salt. Have salt. Salt and pepper. That will heal the wound. My operation is hurting me, friends. But leave him alone, man. Let's put nice bandages and everything on the pluck. But I am telling you, and that's the truth, there is a lot of supporters that them fellas put plat down platate. All the time them fellas singing, you got for them flabo plat down platate. Plat down platate. Look at the flabo flat down platate. Plat down platate. Except the farmers that plat down platate. Plat down coupe pa coupe. But why is Mio? It's already how it is. The flabo not plat down. The flabo rise from the ash. We shall rise. The flabo rise. All the flabo farmers cutting their figs and selling their figs. But we going off of that joke because I don't want to get into trouble with anybody in the valley. They're good people. They just had a very bad moment in 2021. Very bad moment. And we're hoping that that can be corrected. And whoever Minister of Finance of Ministry of Agriculture comes in, Minister of Agriculture comes in, his job is cut for him. A lot of work. That's all I can say, folks. So we look forward, friends, to seeing you, God's willing, tomorrow night as we continue on the big story. The big story. You know what? I cannot dismiss the show, right? Unless I give the people what they keep looking forward to. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to find it and I got to give it to my people. Oh.
That is the strategy to keep people talking about me. Even the heavy roller calling he Johnny Walker is a land of this and a land of that. He brainwashing we, even that singing about him. Oh Lord, is a land do this, a land do that, a land do this, a land do that. 15, Walker, oh Lord, a land.
Mon passe après Magie Betisa.
Moi-même passe après no please. And therefore,
a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story. Philip J. Pierre attacked elderly people and tell, a big story. A big story. I must apologize to elderly people. It's a big story.
I heard this short fella. The sky is falling. I heard this short fella.
Folks, have a beautiful rest of your night. Thank you for being here with us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 8:15 on the GVD TV channel 115, also on our Facebook channel and our YouTube channel. God bless you, folks. We love you, and it was a beautiful show. Thank you, Eric, for being here with us, and thank you all for your participation. To all our callers, thank you so much.